Driving in Vietnam can be a terrifying experience. It's loud, there's lots of beeping, cars, trucks, bikes seem to be going in every direction, and overtaking at all moments, like blind corners, is normal. But is it worth it? Surprisingly, despite all this, yes, it is. Without our motorbike, renting our apartment in Delight wouldn't have been possible because we were out of town, and we wouldn't have seen the Alpine coaster on the way down to Munir, and speaking of Munir, it would have been such a long trip on bus. If you haven't seen the videos on our apartment and some of the activities we found, check out our Vietnam playlist. Without a doubt, it was worth it, but here's how we were confident enough to do it.
Take me far away before my mind spins off and I am all derailed. Just drive all the way to the rainbow's end. Just drive and we'll never turn our backs again.
Mitch has a motorbike license in Australia, so we did have a really good start. We also have car motorbike international driving permits. However, in Vietnam, as a tourist, you need to either have an IDP issued in certain countries, or you convert to a Vietnamese license through forms and IDs. It changes regularly and differs depending on circumstances. Note, some digital nomads say not to bother, but as you have no legal rights in case of an accident, we can't recommend it. Watch and learn. See how people interact, learn the behaviours that might be different from home. For example, they drive on the right, have consistent flow of movement, mostly pick a speed based on what's going on around them instead of what the sign says, and the horn is a way to mention, hey, I'm here, and grab attention, rather than a sign of just road rage.
Just drive all the way to the rainbow's end. Just drive and we'll never turn our backs again.
Be attentive and go with the flow. Despite the differences in sheer quantity of road users, we found it to be more like organised chaos than complete mayhem. There's a level of flow and courtesy and general attentiveness to the point where it seems like a sixth sense of where everyone else around them is. Road safety is everyone's responsibility, and you are responsible for you. Even if someone pulls out in front of you, it's your responsibility not to plough into them. I think because there's so many people, no one person owns the road just because they're on the road. Overall, your attitude will go a long way in how you perceive the situation. Like, if someone does pull out in front of you, consider that it's probably the best gap for them to merge onto the road, and merging is nearly always an in-motion thing, rather than thinking that they're pushing in or should stop and wait for you. Spoiler, they won't. And if all else fails, just assume everyone is going to either not see you or is out to get you, and you'll be fine.
Chạy hết đường không cho nào là cái tỉnh độ á. Đừng quẹo cái tỉnh độ này. Anh mở.
Your driver should always have either a visor or sunglasses, lest you have immediate stoppage for butt to eye. With our scooter, we paid $3,000 to park here. And it stays somewhere all nice and locked up with a security guard to watch over all of your bike. We're in Delight Big C supermarket. We've taken the scooter into the movies side entrance. There are a million scooters as per usual, but as you come in, the person at the gate gives you a little card and they scan it at the end to figure out how long we've been here and then charge us an appropriate amount. So just be careful. When we arrived, we paid and got our ticket for our parking, and when we went to leave, he tried to charge us again. We're like, we already paid you. And I noticed some people paying at the end and some people paying at the start. So most of the places that we've been it's been really consistent. You either pay at the start and then you get your ticket, or you pay at the end when you hand over your ticket and leave. But clearly that guy's just like haphazard. So yeah, just be careful and know how to say, I've already paid you. How to do a rookie mistake? Don't check your fuel. We're on a desperate fuel mission now. And the needle is very, very red. Whoa! Oh my god.
Wandered on out.
So amazingly, we actually made it to a petrol station. So yeah, don't do that, because it's terrifying. We went to 3 petrol stations that on Google Maps said it's fuel, gas. But one of them was a gas station, but it was actual gas, like for cooking, not fuel, petrol. Second one, just it wasn't there, and third one also wasn't there, but this one was. Yay! We are now on our way back into town to get some food. We have petrol in our little scoot. So wiggle, wobble, pulls over into the side of the road. Our tire, it's just like, anyway, it's not working.
It's flat.
Very, very thankfully, where we ended up pulling up is pretty much across the road from a tire repair place. So where are we? We got stopped there, and we are here. Very, very lucky. Mitch and I kind of like, uh-oh, what are we going to do? Our little culprit right there is our saviour. First set of lights I've seen. Finished work early enough today to go into town, which is really nice while it's actually still light. We attempted to go a way that we think was a little bit more, quieter, and it definitely was, but I think it's definitely longer. So, oh well, we're experimenting, and we get to drive in alongside the lake, which is stunning.
Side note, completely forgot to mention my favourite tea place in the entire of Dalat in our food video, so I wanted to put it here because I absolutely love them. We went back there legit middle of the night, no other reason than to get tea. Also on International Women's Day, they gave me this beautiful paper flower, which I've now passed on to another wonderful international woman. So yeah, Ding Tea, great.